So I've been back at the game plan. Talked about this a little bit the other night. Still looking for places, seeing just what the realty market is like. Uh, I mentioned this the other day, but I'm still looking, maybe doing the van life thing. Maybe if this video gets 100 likes, it'll put me in that direction a little bit. Let me know. So what I'm really thinking is just like, fuck it, why not, right? Like, I mean, look, I already live in this small ass, and this is big compared to some, but the small stateroom. I got one stand up locker. Excuse me. I got one stand up locker. I got no coffin locker on this, right? Stand up locker is like a double wide, one, two, three, four shelves, place for uniforms to hang, and like that's it. Like I don't need a lot. I have a lot currently because, like any good American, I overindulge and I have too much at home, right? Now, I feel like the van life would challenge myself to, one, I'm not taking a lot of stuff with me to the new duty station anyways, but to even to restrict myself from bringing anything, having Nikki ship me anything like that, right? Really, it would be get it before I ever leave San Diego, have it in San Diego with me, pack it up with what I need to PCS, and then drive the long drive to San Antonio in my home, in my motor scooter home, in my van life. So I've been looking at this one company, Outside Van. Follow them on Instagram. Here in the way, you can't do much, but I look at their Facebook page. Can't even pull up their website. A lot of different models, a lot of different setups. One thing I'm having trouble with, like, deciding, like, if I have Nikki and the family with me, like, I would need a seat four. So how would I seat four but still have everything in that van that I need? Or do I just go a like single duo adventure van that only seats two, and it's really, or like they do like modular chairs that you can take in and out. I think I'd probably go some kind of route like that, where like, hey, I need this to be able to have the ability in the future to put the seats in, but I want to also be able to remove the seats. So when it's just me, I can have the seats removed, have them stashed somewhere, no big deal, and then have that layout, something like that. I don't know. It's really interesting to me. It's just because like I've always looked at it like, man, that'd be something really cool, just as a recreational vehicle, not as a primary. That's the thing that kind of holds me back. Is like as a recreational vehicle, I think it seems really cool, right, to have that. But as a primary vehicle and primary living, like I don't know. That one makes it a little bit harder. I'm trying to move this camera where it's better. I got the wobblies though here underway, so it makes it difficult. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really contemplating things, and I mean, why not say fuck it? I did it, right? I lived in a van for 2 years. Homeless. I know some people wouldn't like that, but it's fucking funny. Like you don't have a home, you have a van, so. Unhoused, as some like to call it nowadays in San Francisco and other parts of California. Yeah, just like if you have any knowledge on it, drop it in the comments. Let me know, like, have you done it? What would be a good setup? Again, I'm definitely thinking like the Mercedes Sprinter. I was thinking about the short boy one. Might not be enough space, right? I don't. And then, so here's some other things I've been contemplating, right? So, like, do I need a shower inside the van? Not really, because you do the gym memberships. I'm military, so I'm on base. There's a gym on base, free showers. Is there a gym a shower in the building that I'm working at that I can just shower every morning, right? Like, if there's a shower in the building with locker rooms and stuff, like, that's easy. That's like, now, like, don't get me wrong, this doesn't sound fun. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be kind of challenging. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. But like sleeping in the parking lot of your $100,000 van can be pretty comfortable. The only thing is, like, you're right there outside of work, so it's kind of not cool, right? It's like cool in the sense of like you're not away from work. I think there's probably going to be plenty of time away from work though. for this kind of shore duty that it's going to be, right? The short boy one, I forget, like it's based off wheelbase. It's like a 140 wheelbase or something like that one. Definitely probably wouldn't be able to put a shower in it. Definitely have to have a galley, or they call it a galley. I call it a galley underway. A kitchen, right? Have to have a fridge and a burner. I'd prefer 2 burner tops. I've seen some of them with ovens. Now that'd be real cool. I'm not sure it's one of those things. Every time you add something, something else is gonna be taken away. So if I go the short boy route, I think I'm definitely not gonna be able to put a shower. Is that big of a deal? Maybe not. But what about toilet? Usually they do like little toilets inside the shower areas. I'm gonna need a toilet, right? I'm not gonna only hold my shit and piss until I'm at the gym, before the gym, until I can find a public spot, right? Like, I'm still, like, that's still going to need to be something that needs to get done. Kind of, again, that's kind of one of those, like, and then some of them, they just have, like, the portable toilets, like portable camping toilets that you pop out of the drawer and then you just sit, like, in the middle of your van taking a dump. I don't want to do that either, right? If I got to take a dump in my van, I'd rather it be behind a curtain, or like at least in like a corner that is the designated dump area. The big time adventure ones, adventure van styles that they do, that are like really, like I look at them for like weekend excursions, maybe some long distance stuff, but like the primary goal of them is to like haul dirt bikes, that just gave me an idea, or mountain bikes, cycles, whatever. Like, there's always, the bed is a platform that can like be lowered and lifted. So like it can be lifted and then it gives you space to pull up your bike or whatever, and then it lowers right over the top of your bike. One of those, if you have one of those, then you need to be able to, you got to have one of those. I got a bicycle. It's nothing crazy, right? Just a little, what do they call them? Like a flat handle bicycle. Thin tires, not like race bike thin, but thinner tires. City bike, I think is what they call them, right? Has gears and everything. I still always wanted a mountain bike. Not that I'm gonna go mountain bike on it. It's just like, I mean, why not? Like, you can't go. They don't go as fast, right? Because they're bigger tires, so it's like more mass to push. But like, if you're going through a fucked up city or something, like a bike with a little bit of suspension, at least maybe front forks, right? Which mine don't have front forks. It has, every bicycle has front forks, but not like suspension forks. So, yeah, there's that type. There's a type that has like the full adventure ones. Like it's a cot pretty much. Don't think I want to sleep on a cot for 2 years. You could get different size mattresses probably on it, but I'm thinking no to that, just because, like I said, I've already slept on this for as long as I have, throughout the career. Like, it's something that's doable, but it's also not ideal. I don't think I want to do it like that small, like twin size cot. And those, like, man, they could kick out the legs, fold it up against the bulkhead, and then like stow it there, and boom, it's done. I'm telling you, it's like cot like that. I don't think I need to do like the big full size, probably like a queen size bed back there either. So I'm thinking if I could somehow fit like a full size bed back there that maybe lowers and stuff, like maybe that's just to open up more space for a bigger kitchen, for the 2 extra seats, and for the shower area is what I'm thinking. That one I'd have to go the longer wheelbase one. Probably still not the dually. I don't think I need a dually. Like, that's for a lot more weight. I'd have to, like, I'm gonna probably contact them and see what a build looks like, and at least go through like some specs and see if they have like here's a spec list, right? And let's build it out, and then maybe they even do the blueprint for you. I'm probably gonna contact them for some of that, just to see like what would something look like. What does my imagination give them? What do they come up with, and what is it priced like? It's gonna be expensive, but if it's still 50% the cost of a home, only thing smarter about a home is it can appreciate, it can go up in value, you can rent it out after you leave. But what if the home prices drop, interest rates drop? I heard they're going down already. Then maybe do that too, I'm gonna need it. Like if I get a home, I'm gonna need a car, right? I've already mentioned I'm probably gonna get rid of my truck and get a bigger truck when I get there if I go that route because it's cheaper there, right? And it's Texas. I can't be seen in a little truck in Texas. It's what do my brothers say? It's better to have a big truck and a little dick than a little truck and a little dick. So, you know, it's just something that's funny. So, might go back over there and get that big truck. Go back to a full size Silverado or something. We'll see about that. But I'm just like I'm still spitballing this idea about the van life. Thinking about like trying to imagine the layout in my head. Like, all right, what would I need? Right, like what the clothing items, the uniform items. All right, how much toiletries did I need? And not that I need it all for a long time. It's not like going underway, right? But it's like trying to think of like where would I put it? What would if I had these drawers up here, right? What would go in those drawers? Okay, and if I can't think of what would go in those drawers, then I need those drawers, or do they need to be something else? Food, like okay, so a little pantry area for canned goods. How big does a pantry area need to be? The thing that really gets me is the fridges, man. The fridges are always really small, and that's because they're maybe a little bit bigger than mini, but it's just always like, damn, man, like, is that gonna be enough food, or am I gonna find myself like every day driving to go get takeout, or can you DoorDash to me parked in a parking lot somewhere? Something to think about, right? In the instructions, do I put in the van license plate this outside of this house, and I'm just like creeping in the neighborhood, just chilling there somewhere and waiting for DoorDash to come through with whatever I ordered? Maybe another option, right? Maybe that is it. Maybe it is. What I would like to do is a lot of more meal preps and like I have specific goals of getting in better shape as I've talked about, right? Like if this is my last one before retirement, I want to, and I'm gonna be there geo batch, unfortunately, right? Like I want to be in the gym, regularly once a day, right? Get my weightlifting going, keep up my cardio, and I want to get down to a healthier weight. I want to get into more muscle mass. I'm not talking about big body lifter stuff, right? I'm just talking about like I want to lose the tummy, not have abs, but lose the tummy, like lose the gut part that I have of my stomach, and get to the best shape that I can before retirement, right? And get the healthy benefits going into retirement. So I'm not going into retirement broken, beat down. I'm going into retirement on a high, in my best shape that I could. I was thinking about, so I still got to do the podcast, still got to do this here for with all of y'all. So like, what does internet Wi-Fi service look like, right? Obviously, it's not at home, so I'm not going to have like any of your Cox or AT&T wired. So like, is the Verizon Wi-Fi system, is that good enough to stream regularly? Right? TV. There's not going to be a TV in there, right? So what's the entertainment on iPad? Just streaming stuff off iPad. Okay, I could do that, right? Having the little setup. I don't have an arm here or anything. My buddy does down here, right? He has like the little arm that holds the iPad, and he just lays in bed, and the arm comes out, and it's right there. Boom, iPad, watching TV. I could deal with that, right? Like, again, the goal is to be so busy in the gym, living life. And here's the third one. Doing some college, right? That entertainment is restricted, right? To kind of like underway, like on deployment, right? It's restricted to the bedtime hours when you crawl in your rack and you're finally gonna go to sleep, and you just need something to watch you sleep. So you put on that show, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna watch this, watch me sleep, and you do that. So again, but that's why I want the galley area, and then I want a dinner table. I don't want to, I want to be able to eat in there. So I need a small table. I need to be able to work on things, right? I don't want to be in the bed for that, right? I've seen some of them where like the table's in the back and like the bed folds up and the table pops up from the floor and stuff like that. There's all those kinds of ideas. So still need that. Still, again, I have to have some kind of streaming area, right? So I would need to have mounts for cameras. I need to run the wires. It's gonna be a lot smaller, so maybe it's not. Maybe even better lighting, considering that I could have them wired for individual lights in certain places, Yeah, I'm thinking about all that. It's like I know why I'm doing it because like I'm like I call myself a collector of hobbies, a hobbyist, right? I like hobbies and learning about new different things, and I learned why that is on this other podcast called Huberman Lab. This real popular scientist, doctor guy who does. Just check it out. The Huberman Lab, Huber man lab, right? It's his last name though, right? And he does these really cool like scientific based podcast episodes and stuff. And one of them really like I like learned so much about myself because it's talking about like when you need it's not a dopamine hit, but like when you need that, like that's a lot of people that collect a lot of things because like getting that new one is like, oh my god. And it's like that for me, like collecting things, learning about new things, and you dive right in and it feeds you and it feeds you and makes you feel good. But then eventually like it dies down and your levels get fucked up and your baseline's risen, so then the next hit doesn't do as much, just like drugs, and that's kind of why I'm fucked up, right? But yeah, I just all day long. This is a slow day, so I was just like, as I was in between emails and stuff, trying to check out the outside van. If you know any other van companies, let me know in the comments. But I don't know, really interested in trying to build this like home/studio podcast van, and maybe I'll tag them in it and see if they want to collab. Building one for me for a lot of money and me paying them for it, because I'm not getting shit for free. I don't know. Think about it. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and we'll be back tomorrow.